There are few things worse than having so many ideas for your tumblers in your head and then sitting down to actually make them and all of those ideas just disappear. Or when you finally actually find time to sit down and make something, you can't for the life of you come up with any good ideas. Today, I'm going to share with you 2 simple ways that I generate unique and new tumbler designs, even when you're not feeling super creative. Before we get into those 2 simple steps, I want to talk about how you can set yourself up for success. I work part-time and I'm a full-time caregiver to my children. They're 3.5 and 5, so my schedule revolves 100% around them. So I try to fit in my crafting sessions randomly throughout the day, 10 minutes here, 20 minutes here, early in the morning, late at night, but that doesn't always work out like I planned because children. In my last video, I did talk about how you can carve out time in your day to find time to craft. If you want to check that out, I will link it in the top right corner. But the nature of my schedule and my daily responsibilities, as well as my mental health, meaning my anxiety and my depression, my ADHD, makes my energy levels vary day to day. Things get a little challenging when I need to be creative. Meaning the times that I am feeling really creative, that I have a lot of ideas, that I'm really excited about making things, aren't really the same times that I am sitting right here ready to create, right? I don't really get to choose when I can have time to create, so it doesn't always match up. So that's why I came up with these 2 ideas to allow myself to always find new ideas. And I work really, really hard to set myself up for success to try to avoid that creative rut in the beginning. So let's talk about how you can set yourself up to maximize that creative energy. I want to encourage you to focus on activities that help us, that engage our creative energy to allow us to get really, really fun new ideas. And stop doing the things that kill that creativity. Because if you're in a creative slump or you find that often you get in that creative slump, there are things that you can do, small changes that you can make, or tweaks about things that you can focus on to help you get out of it. The things that you can stop doing are scrolling social media and comparing your work to other people's work and doubting your abilities. These all kind of go hand in hand, but the information overload really hinders your ability to come up with new, fresh ideas that you vibe with. And if we're constantly looking at other people's work, we really can't help but compare ourselves to them. So try to stop doing those and focus on things that really do harness that creative energy, like getting outside, going for a walk, listening to music, journaling, taking breaks from social media. All of these things will help you be a little bit more creative. And then the other way that I set myself up for success is to use a planner. So if you're doing your best to allow yourself that creative energy, to minimize the activities that hinder that creativity, you will have lots of ideas. You will find an increase in fun ideas, new things you want to try, but you don't want to lose those ideas. Like I said in the beginning, it's really frustrating when you have a bunch of ideas, but then you sit down and then they're all gone. So that's why I use my Tumbler planner. I created this planner to help me not only generate ideas when I need some with some journaling prompts. I have calendar pages and things to track all of my ideas and supplies and things that I want to do. So when I do sit down, I can look at my planner and be like, wow, I'm so thankful that last week I was feeling creative and I wrote down all my ideas, because today I don't really have any ideas, but I already did the work. The planner is available on Amazon and I will link it underneath this video. I know if you're setting yourself up for success and actually tracking all of those ideas you have, you will find it easier to get some ideas when it is time. But if you're feeling like I have absolutely nothing, I have 2 very simple ways for you to generate new ideas. So let me show you what I like to do. The first thing I like to do is start with a theme. Whatever your theme you want it to be, whatever you're feeling, things that you like, things that your friends like, something that you see on the internet, but maybe you are like, you know what, I want to do a galaxy theme. So go to Google and type in galaxy, like literally just type in galaxy, go to images, and from here you can see so many different colors and possibilities and ways that you can sort of bring your ideas to life. I don't want you to try to recreate this exactly, right? This is other people's work, but you can maybe be like, oh, you know what? I really want to do a blue and purpley kind of galaxy. Or maybe you're like, you know what? Everybody does that blue and purple galaxy. I would love to try something a little bit more green or orange. Whatever it is that you want, you can look at Google. So here's another example. What if we wanted to do retro vintage aesthetic wallpaper? All I did was type in retro and some of these came up. So you can choose something else if you want. But like, let's open this right here. Like, this would be so fun to make a collage. So this can give you some ideas, or you can look at different colors that you're seeing here. Like this one right here, it has a brick background with some images, some vintage images. That could be really fun to kind of make, or maybe you're gonna see some new colorways that you didn't see before. So this can help you come up and generate that new idea. So you're gonna start with a theme and search the internet, Pinterest, Google, Instagram for some inspiration. Shapes, images, colors. Don't just steal other people's ideas, but this is a way for you to generate a new, fresh idea. The second way that I generate a Tumblr idea is to look at the supplies that you have, specifically something like pattern vinyl or a decal. If you have a drawer of pattern vinyl like I do, you can go through those, pick one, and then from there you can totally find a few colors that are going to match it. So if you start with pattern vinyl, pick 2 glitter colors that you already have that are going to match, and think about a vinyl maybe accent that'll work. But from that one supply, that one piece of pattern vinyl, you can build your Tumblr design from there. If it's not pattern vinyl, maybe it's a decal. Maybe you bought some decals from a place on the internet and you know you want to use this decal. So try to build your Tumblr from that supply. So option number 1 is pick a theme, and option number 2 is to pick some supply that you already have, because once you pick that supplies, you can pick glitter colors that work well, and then you can decide what technique do you want to do, right? Do you want to do a V-split? Do you want to just do a 3-way split? Like, what kind of technique are you feeling from that supply? If you need support with organizing your ideas or getting inspiration, I highly recommend that you grab a copy of my planner available on Amazon. If you're struggling making time for crafting, watch the video on your screen where I go over my best tips on carving out time throughout the day to schedule in your crafting.